Hey, I wanted to share some thoughts about dreaming. You see, I've been quiet for a while because I've been doing some major moves behind the scenes and building my next dream. And as I came home today, I've been having estate sales at my house since December. So this weekend was the third estate sale that I've had. I had two in December, and then I had one this weekend in March. And so I've been having these estate sales, and today was the day that I came home and everything is gone. Everything that I decided I was going to sell is gone. Like all the major pieces in the house, all the major furniture, gone, gone, gone. And it's amazing because when I started building this dream that I'm working on now, which is to move, you see, I've lived where I live for 18 years now. And so it's been really, really time to move. And when I started like trying to wrap my mind around taking 17, 18 years worth of living in a particular place, a particular house, and started trying to wrap my mind around how do I even make that work? How do I even make that happen, that I'm going to pack it all up, I'm going to sell it all, and I'm going to move somewhere else. You see, it's so important when you are building your dreams, number one, to have people around you that are going to push you to build your dream. I remember it was January 2019 and I was in the Hollywood Hills and my coach was at the sink washing dishes. She turned around and said to me, "Do you love where you live?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, it's okay. I like it." Those were my exact words. And I said, "I'm from there, so I like it." And she said, "No, you need to move. And you need to move by the end of the year." And then she says, "No, I know you. You need to move by September." And that was January of 2019. And I remember going to bed that night with my journal and writing down like all the cities in the United States that I love. And so I started thinking like, wow, I can go live anywhere I want to in the United States. So I started like dreaming of the cities that I loved. And so I ended up doing some planning to do some business out in Portland, Oregon. And I don't know why, but I love Portland, Oregon. And I said, okay, I'll go to Portland. So I moved to Portland, Oregon for 1 month. 30 days. I left on July 30th, came back on September 1st. So I was there for the month of August in 2019. And I remember as I prepared to get ready to go, so many people were like, "Do you know how cold it is? Do you know how much it rains? Do you know there are no black people out there?" I mean, people just said all kinds of things. And unfortunately, those were the people who were closest to me. I had somebody tell me, "Well, I can't believe you're going to go." Family member, "I can't believe you're gonna go because you're a girl." Like those are the types of things that people said to me. But what I found out is that the people who were not close to me were like, "Oh my God, that's so exciting. That sounds wonderful. That's great that you're building your dream." And so I remember flying to Portland, taking my dog and a couple of suitcases, and I lived in Portland for 30 days and I loved it. My coaching clients would get on the phone and say to me, "You are glowing. Oh my God, you are glowing." And so that Portland, it looked good on me. So I did other traveling in 2019. If you've ever seen me show my pictures in Thailand and Guatemala and what have you. So I traveled other places. And then, I came back home and then the pandemic hit and all of, 2020 was 2020, right? So we were making lemonade. But then as 2020 was rounding the corner in September, I was reminded that I still need to build my dreams. And so I was so overwhelmed. Now that I'm back, I was back home in my house, so overwhelmed by like how much stuff I had. I had all the stuff because I'd lived here for 18 years and pretty much I just accumulated stuff. Just stuff. So I remember when I decided like, okay, I got to keep building my dream. I got to keep going. And I thought, well, okay, I'm just going to head back to the West Coast. But then I had another dream that I wanted to live outside of the country for a little while. And so I start thinking, I'm going to live outside the country. And I'll talk about more about that maybe in another video. But I want to live outside of the country. But this time, I don't want to be able to come back to this house because it's time. I've been here for 18 years this year. So it's time. It's time to let all this go. So I remember looking around the house going, how am I ever going to pack up all of this? How am I ever going to get rid of all of this? So talked to the realtor, estate sale planning service, and basically just started selling stuff. Did 2 sales in December, the last sale today. And I literally came home and my mouth dropped open because all the furniture is sold. I didn't want to have to move or put anything in storage and any of that, so all the furniture is gone. So, okay, let me teach a couple of lessons on dreaming. Number 1, make sure that you have people around you that will push you to dream and then to push you to don't give up on those dreams and push you to pursue those dreams. You got to have people around you because there's going to be enough people around you that go, why do you want to do that? That doesn't make any sense. Why are you doing that? Do you know how cold it is? Do you know this? Do you know that? They will be able to tell you every negative thing that you could possibly think of about your dream. However, you want to make sure that you have people around you who are able to see what you see. People who are like, go do it, go get it, you can do it, I believe in you. And then you also have to encourage yourself and make sure that you believe in what it is that you're building, where it is that you're going. And so you want to make sure that you have people around you. Number 2, there were some moments once I decided that I was going to move out of the country. There were some moments where it was like, oh my God, this happened, that my dog had to have emergency surgery. Like everything just fell, like the bottom fell out at some point in the 4th quarter of 2020. And, and not to, we all had our challenges in 2020, but I'm trying to build this dream. I'm ready to move on to my next thing. And now the bottom is falling out. And so with that, you say to yourself, well, gosh, do I keep building my dream or do I just stop? And I'll tell you this, the second thing I'll tell you with regard to building your dreams is when you're building your dreams, don't stop. Yes, stuff falls out, the bottom falls out of the sky, the other shoe drops sometimes, and when that happens, just keep going. Even if you have to slow down to a crawling pace, just keep going. Just keep going. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. There are going to be people who are going to be calling you and asking you, what are you doing? What's going on? Just keep moving. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. When you have a dream, number 1, surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you to dream, who are not going to let you stay the status quo, people who are going to request and demand the best from you. Number 2, make sure that you keep going. There are going to be all kinds of things that come your way and get in the way of what it is that you're planning to do. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, even when it doesn't feel like you're making progress, because one day you'll come home and it'll all be sold. So just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And you know what? Be really, really careful about who you share your dreams with, because everybody can't see the vision that you have. Everybody's not meant to go with you where you're going. Everybody's not meant to know what it is you're doing. If you know me from the magazine, I operate in silence. And then when I'm ready to say what I'm doing, I'll say it, because there are a lot of people that are watching you, and they're watching you to see if you're going to fail. They're watching you to see if you're going to actually make it, because they've never dreamed of doing it themselves, or they've dreamed of doing it themselves, but they're just not sure. They're not sure if they can. So you have to make sure that you just keep going, keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep looking, keep going. Yep, I'm going to do it. People have said, well, have you prayed about it? Yes, I'm praying. I'm praying constantly. Yes, because it's one of the biggest things that I've ever done. However, keep building your dreams. I think about if my life had never changed 3 years ago, if I had never had the crossroads of my health and my well-being with the rest of my life and my job and just everything, if I had never had that crossroads, then I'd never be where I was today thinking about, okay, what's the next dream I want to build? Because if you know me, you know that I endeavor to build a life that I don't need a vacation from. I think it's unfortunate that most of us can't wait until we get to that vacation, and then we get to the vacation and we're tired from the vacation and we don't want to go back and we're still answering emails anyway while we're on the vacation. I want to build a life that I don't need a vacation from. So my lessons for you today, I'm going to not get off track. Dreaming. Number one, be around people who are going to pursue you, who are going to push you to pursue your dreams, who are going to push you forward, who are not going to allow you to stay stuck, who are not going to allow you to say the same. And then also keep going. Even when stuff happens, even when you don't believe that it's really going to come true, keep pushing. Keep pushing, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and it will happen. It will happen. All right, I'll keep you informed. I'll tell you more later. But yes, I want to build a life that I don't need a vacation from. And Esther, you said earlier, most of them, you didn't even ask for their opinion, right? I didn't ask for an opinion, but people are going to give you opinions no matter what. And you just tell them kindly, thank you so much. I appreciate the insight, because I never want to be where I can't hear or I can't listen. However, when you know that you are to build a particular dream, then you just keep going, because not everybody can see what you can see. I heard somebody on, or saw on social media, somebody said it wasn't a conference call when you got your directions from God on what to do next. It wasn't a conference call, so everybody wasn't invited to that call. With that, my admonishment to you is keep dreaming, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and make sure that you surround yourself with people who are going to see your dreams with you, push you to follow those dreams, and they will happen. All right, take care. Bye.